In this video, I'll share why Forex trend trading will help you to become a profitable trader. In the several years that I have traded the Forex market, I have come to understand that one of the most important elements to make a trader profitable is being able to identify the long-term trend of a market and trading within the direction of that particular trend. So why is it important to trade with the long-term trend of a market? There are 4 reasons. The first reason, when you trade with the long-term trend of a market, you are trading in the path of least resistance. When a market is trending in a particular direction, it takes time before it actually turns back or even pulls back. So when you're able to identify the long-term trend, you're actually trading in the path of least resistance, in the path that has the most odds to be able to make you a profitable trader and for your trade to actually move in your favor. One of the quotes that I learned from my mentor, and I'll paraphrase it, it says, "Don't try to stop an oncoming freight train by standing on its path." When a market is moving in a particular direction, and when it is actually trending in a particular direction, it is like an oncoming freight train. And when you stand on its path, when you try to trade against it, and when you stand on its tracks, the most definite thing that will happen is that it will crash you. This is one of the reasons why counter trend trading rarely works, because you're actually trading against a market that is actually moving in a particular direction. So that's why it's important for you to be able to identify the long-term trend of a market and trade in the direction of that particular trend so that you can be able to trade in the path of least resistance. The second reason why it is important to trade in the direction of the long-term trend of a market is that it will give you clarity and confidence in your particular trading strategy. What this means is that when you're able to identify the long-term trend of a market, you will be able to be clear in terms of what direction should I actually be trading. Should I be buying? Should I be selling? And that particular criteria will give you confidence to be able to know that this is the direction in which there is a higher likelihood that my trade will be able to succeed. I found this amazing quote by a trading legend called 𝑫𝒊𝒔𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒆𝒓, and some of you might know him. This is what he said: "Trade only when the market is clearly bullish or bearish." I like this quote because it emphasizes that being able to identify the trend of a market gives you a bias in the market, gives you a way of being able to analyze your market and know I should actually be buying or selling, so that if the market opportunities are not in liaison with the trend that you're actually looking at, the trend that you've actually identified, then you don't get into the trade. So this is an amazing thing, and the importance of identifying the long-term trend. The third reason why trading with a trend will help you to become a profitable trader is that trading with a trend improves your win rate as a trader. What this means is that the number of times you'll actually be having winning trades vis-a-vis the number of times you'll be having losing trades will significantly improve the moment you start putting more emphasis on trading in the direction of the long-term trend of a particular market. And it is said in trading that trading is more about probability rather than certainty. And this random nature of the market makes it very difficult to find a strategy that wins 100% of the time. And it is not an exception for trend trading as well. Trend trading will only help to improve the chances that your trade will actually become a winner vis-a-vis the times you're actually trading counter to the trend. So it's very important to be able to identify the long-term trend of a market and trade in its direction, because over the long haul, you'll actually find that your winning trades are more and more paying for your losing trades and making sure that you're actually making a profit at the end of the day. So trade in the direction of the long-term trend. The fourth reason why trading with a trend will help you to become a profitable trader is that trading with the long-term trend of a market will provide you confluence to great trading opportunities. What I mean by this is that whenever you identify the long-term trend of a market, it adds an extra supporting factor to a particular mix on your trading strategy to be able to know that I have a higher likelihood chance that my trade will actually turn out to be a winner. What I mean by this is that the trend is not the only factor to identifying a time to buy or a time to sell. The trend is one of the factors to be able to identify a good trading opportunity. So when you're able to mix the trend, a good support and resistance level over which the market has pulled back to, and then you identify an entry signal on the chart, then in your mind it should trigger that I've actually identified a trade that has a higher likelihood of being able to become a winner. So look at identifying the long-term trend of a market and trade in that particular direction as an additional supporting factor to the other trading criteria in your particular strategy. And if you'd like to learn more about how you can be able to become a profitable trader beyond just using the trend, then it is important for you to actually check out these other videos in this series. So see you in the next video.